When the wise realize the self, formless in the midst of forms, changeless in the midst of change, omnipresent and supreme, they go beyond sorrow. Pay attention how subtle it is. The self is not beyond the form. It is not that you need to look beyond the world. This is sometimes what people try to do, they imagine that the spirituality is like something that you need to look, to transcend the world, to look above it or behind it or below it, or to somehow disregard it, make it go away so you can see the self. This is why we are also, we have a big misunderstanding about the nature of meditation. Closing the eyes, it seems as if we depart from the world. But in the teachings of Atman, the self is hidden in the form. This means that you see through the form and into the form, and more specifically into the heart of everything, you see? So this makes it such a celebration. If you are an Upanishadic seer, you would walk, and what you would see is one that has exploded into countless bodies, countless forms, and now it relates to itself, you see. Sometimes it shouts at itself, sometimes it hugs itself, sometimes it drives the cars, as here it walks far away, here it is a bird, here it is, and so on. And this is the Upanishadic vision of the world. You see one self, one experiencer, and this play within itself. So you realize the self formless in the midst of forms, changeless in the midst of change. Then you go beyond sorrow. Why do you go beyond sorrow? Because sorrow is when you see form as form, and then you try to make the form an absolute, you see? You try to make the form, you project on it some eternal quality, something that it cannot be. But if you see that it is an appearance of the one, then your vision is correct and you go beyond sorrow. Because this is why I read yesterday the text at nighttime. It is, when I understand that what I love about my boy is the self. It is the self that glows through my boy, is the reason that the boy looks beautiful and full of life and joy and so on. It is the self that empowers it. And this is what I'm in love with. So then this is correct also for my daughter and my parent and my neighbor, you see. And even my guru.